ready when these guys are. Oh, this is the best of 7. Wait, quick. Oh, can I change it in time? Can I clutch it out? Just in time, chat. Here we go. Didn't even miss the first kickoff. We've got a best of 7 for the EU main event final. Oh.
Put it towards the world final.
Oh my goodness, Chig. A $300 donation added to the world final. We have donated so much, or sorry, I should say you guys have donated so much to add to the prize pool, and that world final is starting to become absolutely humongous. But here we've got the EU regional final. Thank you so much, the $300. Couldn't say enough, but we got to commentate this game. Joreuz, we've been watching on our stream from his side of the bracket, a very close game against Luis P, just barely able to edge it out and get himself to the final. These two players that we're looking at are the two players who will represent EU in the World Finals tomorrow. But it's still left to decide who is the regional champ and who's going home with $500. It's $125 for second place in the regional, so lots of money to be earned here by whoever can take the win. Joreuz, the professional player from Dignitas, the dominator of the EU1's region. He has been the #1 player, maybe not only in the EU region, but the world for a long time now. Always seems to be able to clutch out at the right moments. On the other side of the field, well, wait 1 second. Let's make sure Joreuz doesn't put on a nasty clip. He doesn't. It goes wide. On the other side of the field, we have Mawkzy, the ones grinder, the Frenchman who recently turned 15 and has been absolutely crushing the 1v1 ranked game. For a long time, he had been #1 on the leaderboard. For what felt like months, he recently dropped down. But he's also been grinding the content game. Chat, if you guys don't know, Mawkzy, a big streamer, I believe Mawkzy _ might be his name, or he maybe has Mawkzy now. But you guys should definitely check him out. Streams in French, I think slight English, but for the most part, it's French. And if you also speak French, you should check out his YouTube videos, because I believe he does YouTube as well, also in French. What a snipe from Mawkzy, punishing Joreuz for that complete disregard of the kickoff. We've seen a lot of players get away with it, but I guess you're not going to get away with it with Mawkzy. It only takes 1 bounce on its way to the net. Wow, that's a strong kickoff shot. Wave dash kickoff from both these guys. Joreuz gets the first flip, so he wins the race to the corner and finds the tight angle 3-2. This is a best of 7, guys. The grand finals, best of 7 in these events. For the world final, I think we'll probably still do the same thing. I think we'll probably still only have best of 5s for the semis, just best of 7 reserved for the grandest of finals. Joreuz with lots of space and a high bounce. Hard to resist the air dribble game in this situation. He was just telling us in chat, today he is not a mechanics merchant. And maybe slight proof of that here, as he's not able to score on this attempt. Tapping it off the back wall with no boost. Mawkzy will punish you for that. Okay. Joreuz not excited about that play. Spamming the camera. Mawkzy, the backwards setup. Power sliding to take it forwards, though. Has Joreuz low on boost in the back corner. Joreuz has never seemed to mind that, though. Mawkzy will cut his dribble. Mawkzy has some of the best flicks in the game, so of course, as I say that, he's going to put on one of the softest flicks I've ever seen. But hey, I tell you what, it gets him a goal, and that's all that matters. He puts it nice and soft behind Joreuz on the shadow defense. We saw, I believe it was Next Gen Season 3, where Rewas was playing that straight shadow defense all the time. And the way people realized they could break him down was just actually putting really soft shots right behind him, so he could not clear them with power. If you shoot strong, you can use the power to clear it away and get yourself out of danger. But when it comes at you really soft and you're playing in a shadow spot, it's hard sometimes to get it out of danger's way. Mawkzy slamming Joreuz out to midfield, up 5-3. Mawkzy has yet to find serious showmatch success. I'd say he actually already has by making it here to this final. But up until this point, he I know especially on Johnny's, he's gotten a lot of top games and had trouble getting wins, but no fault to himself. I mean, he has created a situation where he's getting put up against the best players at all times. In fact, he maybe already had a Joreuz Mawkzy game. I'm not sure if that's true or not on Johnny Boys. Mawkzy, another bump at midfield. The physical play for him has worked well. Getting himself an opportunity to go up 2. Playing in the driver's seat in this game 1 of a best of 7. Mawkzy, slow play around his net, doesn't want to tap it and bring it to a scoring spot for Joreuz. Joreuz, naturally, a couple extra barrel rolls on his way to the back corner. Full field dribble from Joreuz. Anybody else, and it would be ambitious, but for Joreuz, it's just another walk in the park. Mawkzy trying to stop the magic that Joreuz is capable of. And it always seems silly when you allow it to just bounce in. But that's the kind of credit that Joreuz deserves. You stop jumping for those, and Joreuz will just make you pay. A nice slow roll here again. Joreuz playing a bit safe, and it's working out. Mawkzy expecting the most. Trying, oh, he just got himself a little bit too far ahead on that back wall. The slow play timed it well. Mawkzy's going to continue to try and snipe the corners, but Joreuz is calling the bluff. You know, his first fake kickoff on the diagonals, he got completely roasted. The ball straight into his net, but he has apparently decided that that was a one-off thing. Mawkzy can't do it again, he says, and so far he's been right. Mawkzy hasn't been able to snipe that bottom right corner or bottom left corner, whichever way, with consistency. Joreuz has the lead. A quick momentum shift. Joreuz 3 goals in a row. A nice fake on that single jump. Lured Mawkzy in, and then he popped it over him.
100% worth the sub. Guys like Johnny Boy, but doesn't sound like a chimney sweep in the 1800s.
Okay. Smack Cheeks, thank you for the sub, man. Mawkzy down 1. A crucial scoring opportunity. A great read of the early challenge. Drops it to the low 50, but Joreuz moves it enough to make sure the immediate shot isn't there. Mawkzy's possession not over. A cut and flick midfield. Joreuz clearing it. We've yet to see Mawkzy get into his spot and show that nasty flick of his. Joreuz hasn't really let it happen. Mawkzy, quick touch, considering he had no boost. Interesting decision. He was never going to be able to follow that up. Whereas with 35, he maybe could have made a slower dribble. But right now, time is not on his side. He is going to need a quick goal. Joreuz, he is going to score this. You just know he is. When Mawkzy doesn't have boost and he's not going to be able to come up to meet him early, you have to just sit and wait and let Joreuz do what he wants. It's just going to go in. Perfect execution. The flip reset error roll, 8-6. A 2-goal lead. Mawkzy holding the lead for much more time on the clock, it feels, but all that matters is who's leading when the clock hits 0. Joreuz, a wall-to-air dribble. No reason to take it to the net, and he's not going to. Game 1 in favor of Joreuz in this best of 7. Does Joreuz have like a slow connection? He always joins the party late, or joins the game late. Mawkzy versus Joreuz. Game number 2. Joreuz able to evade the demo quick at the start of this game. Mawkzy can feel good about his performance so far. He had a great first 4 minutes. Just couldn't keep Joreuz at bay long enough. Joreuz, a demo, a catch. I imagine a cut straight to net. It would take a perfect spawn, and maybe not even that for Mawkzy to get the save. Joreuz, his opportunity taken away. A great catch by Mawkzy to prevent that bounce from giving Joreuz an opportunity. Joreuz clearing it back to his half. And now he doesn't have any boost. He's going to have to play against Mawkzy with 0. This clear does not buy him enough time, so he somehow is still on the ball. In fact, he's almost creating a shot opportunity out of it. Mawkzy just being so patient, thinking that since he has the boost advantage, he'll be able to get his shot eventually, but Joreuz just continue to carry it away. Joreuz with 50, always thinking about saving that boost for a continued defense. He's finally low. Bumping Mawkzy, will it be enough? Mawkzy maybe could have gotten a better shot off that. A touch to the back wall that Joreuz can cover. That's great placement, though. Joreuz, great at holding on to boost, but he can't do it forever. And a perfectly placed shot will mean the double jump is not good enough. 1-1. Wave dash kickoff for both of them. Mawkzy, though, winning it into Joreuz's half, so he has to use his wave dash to recover. The turning quick challenge does well. Mawkzy very wise to pop that ball away, as Joreuz was thinking long shot. Joreuz soft shot, cleared. Mawkzy and Joreuz both with boost. Joreuz above the ball in the flip reset, going to be forced to take it to the ground. His wave dash is so high, and Mawkzy just waiting it out. Didn't realize the shot was coming from Joreuz. See, Mawkzy started to jump up, thought better. He said, no, I can wait. I can wait on the ground. There's no shot opportunity. And boy, was he wrong. Joreuz will snipe it in the top corner. A dive for boost. Mawkzy couldn't play it fast enough. A double up the side wall for Joreuz to turn it around quickly, and he scores! Mawkzy, I don't think he was expecting this quick play. A lot of players in Joreuz's situation would have taken back to the corner boost and not tried to create a quick shot attempt. Instead, Joreuz jumping and chipping it off the wall to rush it to the net. Mawkzy can't get back. Complete disregard of the kickoff again. Mawkzy will continue to try and snipe the bottom corner, but apparently he's only going to be able to get away with it once. Joreuz able to clear it away. This is a great 50 for Mawkzy. He needs a tight angle. Joreuz is just too fast, though. It doesn't matter. Mawkzy clearing it out to a scoring position. But Joreuz covers it. Joreuz seems to be recovering late. Mawkzy this time is placed perfectly. Joreuz coming so far out on this wave dash. Could not afford to drive up the wall. Slows you down so much. And with no boost, doesn't matter how good you are at half flipping. Mawkzy is totally willing to keep trying this, but apparently it seems to be an anomaly that he snipes the first one in. Joreuz, his air dribble. He doesn't do anything with it. Mawkzy gets a nice save and a quick counter. I wonder if Joreuz made a mistake the first time he didn't save that immediate kickoff, because that would make a lot more sense. It seems like Mawkzy all of a sudden can't find the spot. His first shot was really, really good, but maybe also Joreuz made a mistake, and that's why he was able to find it, because Joreuz very, very confidently continuing to completely disregard the diagonal kickoffs. Nice flick. Makes it save, or sorry, forces a save out of Joreuz, but cannot continue the offense. Mawkzy with no boost. Joreuz high, using almost all that he has to carry that dribble away. Mawkzy thought he was going to be able to start a dribble, but Joreuz just dunks him down to the ground. Flip reset far away from the net. Busty is well executed, but too slow, too far away. Mawkzy's going to be able to get the save and the counter. That is the punishment for an aerial game that is not to perfection. Joreuz likely needed to bail on that attempt, or do what lots of players do, take it off the bounce instead of trying to shoot it in the first go. Mawkzy with the lead once again. Around this time, last game was when Joreuz pulled away, took his lead. This time, Mawkzy is going to put Joreuz on the back foot, and Joreuz has made a few different mistakes. I tell you what, the fact that he almost gets back for these Joreuz, oh, he actually has loads of boost. I'm not sure what he was doing with that challenge to the wall. That's why he almost made it back. I thought he was low, but he wasn't at all. Just a mistake in the corner. 5-3. Mawkzy's got it to his spot. We haven't seen the normal power out of Mawkzy's flicks that we're used to. Joreuz sending this one to the moon. Mawkzy trying to decide how long he can wait to clear it away. A minute left to go. He has the lead. A great flick. That is the Mawkzy flick I'm used to seeing, but it's wide. Joreuz, an on-car dribble. He lost it. I don't think he dropped it down intentionally because he ends up just rolling it into the corner for nothing. Joreuz missing the corner boost. Who needs it, though? Able to pick it up. There's an opportunity he needs to score on considering the time. Goes for an early flick, and Mawkzy booms it out of this world. I think Mawkzy's up in the air with him. A great challenge, but way too risky. I mean, Joreuz, I'm sure he breathed a sigh of relief as soon as he heard Mawkzy coming out to challenge him this early. Because it is really, really hard to get the better of Joreuz coming down in the air in a way that doesn't just let him score quickly off the ground. Joreuz to fake kickoff. Yes, this makes sense. Mawkzy, he doesn't need any more goals. He's not going to try and snipe the bottom corner. He's just going to play the possession game. Back to his own corner. 10 seconds left to go. He has boost to make a save if he needs to. Joreuz, he wants space. He's going to clear it all the way back to the corner. Mawkzy will not take the risk. So Joreuz with time. Will he take it to the skies where he feels most comfortable? He will. He's got it over. That's going to be such a tough angle, though, and it drops to the ground. Mawkzy tying the series 1-1 as we head to Game 3. Game 3. Mawkzy with the slight edge in Game 2. Both games close, though. These two players seem to be fairly evenly matched. Mawkzy, that's a nice flick to start game number 3. Mawkzy trying to put himself on the map here with a win against Joreuz in a best of 7. It would certainly be a welcoming party to the show match game for Mawkzy, showing that there's nobody he can't beat. Joreuz, though, always seems to find a way. If nothing taught us that, at least the Louis P did. The Louis P match, that is. That felt as about secure of a win as possible. And yet Joreuz didn't even need overtime. At least I don't think he did. Can't remember. We played a lot of games recently. Joreuz, a quick kickoff and a first. Mawkzy, will he take a shot? Or will he use his opportunity to grab boost? He'll do both. The shot keeps Joreuz off the corner. The chip. Joreuz, what a read. It's crazy that he even got that touch. Mawkzy seemed to have punished him and played it perfectly based on the way Joreuz was creeping out. But somehow Joreuz at least got even partial a touch. Not good enough to clear it away. Sends it to the ceiling. Mawkzy up 3-1. Mawkzy not taking the immediate shot this time. And this is a much worse situation for him. You do not want Joreuz in the wall to air dribble. Crossbar down. The placement is perfect. But we expect nothing less. Joreuz using the front flip tail end of his car. Mawkzy, I imagine we'll continue to see him trying to snipe the bottom right corner because it isn't that favorable for Joreuz, I don't feel like. It at least gets the ball positioned in Joreuz's half. Mawkzy gets time to grab boost. What he definitely doesn't want is what just happened. Disregarding the kickoff and letting Joreuz get a wall to air dribble. Nothing could be worse. Oh my goodness, a boomer of a flick. Just way too much power. Mawkzy doesn't know his own strength. What a save indeed. Joreuz fighting through the pain of getting bumped. And his reaction time in the corner is so great. The way he uses his power slide. It seems like he should be awkward, but he knows what he's planning to do. Comes off the wall for a wave dash and snipes the bottom right corner. Posted in. This is just insane. The accuracy from these guys is sometimes unbelievable. Joreuz bumped. Not going to be allowed to take his signature wall to air dribble. Mawkzy with no boost will just lob a quick shot on net to buy himself some time. He chips Joreuz up into an air dribble. He invited Joreuz to score on him. You never want to pop it up for him. He felt like it was better than letting him have the ground play, but no. Don't let Joreuz get to his spot. He'll sneak it underneath you. 4-3. A minute 30 into this one. Joreuz with the edge. A wall to air dribble again. It's been a wall to air dribble show. He wave dashes into the ceiling. Well, how will he find a way to score this one? He probably won't. In fact, he'll just get scored on the other way. That's how it goes. You know, some of the best players in the 1v1 game play this way and have these, you know, crazy shot attempts on air dribbles. They give up some easy goals, and yet they always come out on top. So obviously a very crucial part of the one's game, threatening that way. I think it opens up a lot of opportunities, even though it occasionally gives away some free goals. Mawkzy, a great power shot, punishing Joreuz for diving in deep, not picking up that corner boost. Not the best of kickoffs. Joreuz is going to have to get one more touch, try and keep this out of shootable range. Very smart backflip from Joreuz to stay grounded. Mawkzy was trying to take it into a low dribble and squeeze it underneath him. Mawkzy, another boomer of a flick. He's just going to try and snipe Joreuz. Joreuz is ready for it, though. Joreuz, not a lot of options. Deep in the corner after that first touch. Forced to take it back. Mawkzy, a deep challenge. Great interception, but it doesn't seem like he's going to be able to get any offense out of it. But Joreuz finally gives Mawkzy some space. He won't. And that might be his downfall. Wait, Mawkzy! That felt pretty open. Certainly a scoring opportunity passed up, but hey, Joreuz, he's a nice guy. He knows when you slightly miss mechanically that you deserve to have it. Just flipping past the ball. Where's Joreuz going? I don't understand. I don't know if he thought maybe Mawkzy was going to touch that and he was trying to like pre-jump where the ball was going to be headed. But when Mawkzy didn't, it just looked like Joreuz wave dashing out to nowhere. Quick goal though. Double jump, pops it above. All comes down to the kickoff win that forced it into the corner. And Joreuz won the race to the boost. Wave dash kickoff perfectly in unison, but the ball headed into Mawkzy's half. Joreuz wins the race to the corner. Can he find this angle? Not yet. So he'll just pick up Mawkzy's back corner. Both these players, though, do a really good job at getting a big clear once they're starting to get starved out. This time, Mawkzy only bought himself a little bit of time, though. Joreuz thought he saw an opportunity to just power shot it past him right down the center. This flick sent away, but he's now fully gotten Mawkzy starved, and he takes it to the skies. This is where he plays perfect. The Joreuz death blow. He does it all the time. He slowly works you down. Eventually, you're low on boost, and then he takes the air dribble and never lets it drop down to a position that somebody could get without boost. You are just stuck watching as he slams it in your net. 6-6. Tying the game here. A crucial game number 3. Take the lead and put the other player on the back foot in a long series. Every inch counts. Joreuz taking it to the wall. He wasn't going to have boost for a dribble either way. Mawkzy got a favorable bounce. Joreuz, can he go the whole field? Doesn't seem like he'll be able to, and he can't get the boost either. Mawkzy, great recognition and the counter and a 7th. He's going to maybe go force Joreuz to come get it. No, he decides to let it roll in. Oh my goodness, can't watch Joreuz. He's spamming the camera when he's not impressed with his own play. Joreuz from the corner, the double. He can't find the bottom left corner. 36 seconds left to go. Mawkzy trying to take the series lead. He is lethal with this flick, but he gets a fake and it's stopped by Joreuz. Joreuz crazy. that he didn't try and pre-jump too far, but great defense from him. Keeping himself alive. He needs this midfield boost to spawn, but he didn't kill enough time for it to spawn next to him. Mawkzy will just take it away. Why not? 10 seconds left to go. Joreuz cannot find a way to steal this possession. And unless he demos Mawkzy or something, I can't imagine that he carries this all the way down the field. So Mawkzy going to take a 2-1 series lead against Joreuz. But as we know, no series lead is safe. A little late. Game number 3. Mawkzy in the lead, in the driver's seat. Joreuz, though, today has found himself down in every single series he's played. The first series in the quarterfinal, he lost the first game, won the next 3, and took it. In the semifinal, he was down 2-1 and was staring at a potential loss even in the final game, but he came back. Joreuz, the king of the regain. It may seem like he's down, but he has never, ever been out. Joreuz immediately on the comeback here with the 2 quick goals. This time the wave dash kickoff goes in his favor, and he'll be the one to fake the flick. Both these guys sticking with the wave dash, almost hugging each other at the midfield. Joreuz has gotten better of both the last 2, though. He's going to turn instantly, despite having a boost disadvantage with Mawkzy. Mawkzy does get the clear. Will we see the Mawkzy flick? There it is. Mawkzy's got a beautiful flick from those positions. Joreuz is a great defender, but can't stop this one. Mawkzy, can he snipe the bottom corner? That continues to be an anomaly. Joreuz taking control. He's got his full field dribble. Oh my goodness, Joreuz, the musty. Mawkzy, man, last time Joreuz didn't take that diagonal kickoff. Mawkzy just didn't touch the ball at all, tried to hold on to it. What ended up happening was Joreuz took possession and had a close wall to air dribble. At least this time, when he shoots it in the bottom right corner, Joreuz has to take it the whole field. The thing is, Joreuz can do that. That's not an issue for him either. So Mawkzy has yet to find the answer on what to do on these complete disregards of the kickoff. Something that I'll admit I was so surprised when I saw these top players doing for the first time. It was hard to imagine that just not going to the kickoff at all, not even faking it, was something that could work out. But Joreuz is proving it's a very, very viable way to play the diagonal kickoffs. He's been doing it all day long, and it seems like only once ever being punished for it. Mawkzy, great flick. Pinched off the crossbar and out. Patience by Mawkzy outside the net. Both these guys slowing down. Silence for a brief moment in this game. Joreuz, the late flip. Mawkzy, how did he get that save? It seemed like he got it out of Mawkzy's reach. Mawkzy pinching it off the post. The best thing about a really close save is that it usually goes off the post and sets yourself up for a very easy straight takeaway. All he needs to do is give it a little bit of encouragement on its way down the field, and he's got his counterattack. Joreuz, though, wall to air dribble. Chat, how many flip resets are we going to see? Here's one, here's two. Ends up going for the low 50 and just lulls Mawkzy to sleep. What can you do when you have to sit here and watch and wonder, when will Joreuz stop? Before you know it, he's at your net, low 50ing into your net. 4-2. Somebody earlier put a $25 bounty on a triple flip reset. I have to imagine if we see it, it'll be from Joreuz. He has added a lot more of these direct kickoffs. We haven't really seen this many direct kickoffs from Joreuz. Just pure wins that he can send straight down the pipe, but he has gotten a lot of those here in this game number 4. Joreuz, clear away. Doesn't have the boost to set up a dribble. Definitely a situation where if he did, he would take that opportunity. Mawkzy a good touch away from the side of the field that Joreuz is on. So now he's got himself a bounce dribble. Joreuz in defense. Mawkzy waiting too long to pull the trigger on the shot. And Joreuz a bit of a mixed execution. He might have been able to get a quick goal if he didn't get the top side of that ball. Instead, he slammed it straight to the ground. And Mawkzy will take a shot from the side wall. Great pass to himself. Within 2, halfway through the game. Did Mawkzy do it this time? No, he still hasn't. We've seen this before. Joreuz, will he score once again on the counterattack? No, he needed to use that flip reset early just to get it even online. Now Mawkzy the other way. Joreuz the pre-jump. That has been the way he's defended most aerials today, and he's able to cover the second attempt as well. Usually that's the issue with jumping too early on somebody's aerial. But Joreuz, even though he kept himself alive for a bit, stuck in net with low boost. Really tentative play from him on the goal line. There was maybe an opportunity to take the ball off top of Mawkzy's car if he had dove, but he didn't want to. Stayed patient and was punished. These two, once again, the slow play around the ball at the kickoff. Mawkzy takes a trip out to boost, but Joreuz is still in control. Yeah, he's eventually going to get scored on. Joreuz has gotten away with a lot of low boost plays. When he doesn't win the race, he stays on the ball. He's never been afraid to keep playing, but he's not going to get away with this one. 5-5, a tie game. Is this a must-win game for Joreuz? It seems like maybe anyone but him it's must-win. A 3-1 lead. Very, very hard to come back from, but we've already watched Joreuz do stuff like that today. Mawkzy going to get bumped out of taking the lead. Mawkzy quick back, though, to tap this above Joreuz before the long shot came. He should have the angle. He does, so he will get his goal eventually. 6-5. Joreuz, he didn't even think he was getting scored on, or at least he thought the fastest way to get back was to take a detour to the midfield boost. This wave dash kickoff with a single jump for Joreuz has worked really well. I say that, and this is seemingly the one time it might not work. Oh no, Joreuz, what a great recovery. Mawkzy, he doesn't have the boost to make a play. Joreuz forced into the air. Those high bounces, those are the ones I'm talking about, where you feel like you have to go up to protect it. And if you don't turn it into an air dribble, then this is what happens. Mawkzy able to get a quick touch, but what was he doing? He was deep in the corner. I don't understand what he was hoping for here. Watch it from his perspective. Yeah, he seemed like he was going to get that touch. He wasn't panicking. He wasn't getting out from behind the corner and prepping for playing defense. He just thought he somehow was going to still have the shot. Joreuz thinking about diving into Mawkzy's corner, recognizing that that would probably be a death wish. Mawkzy with 30 seconds. He's got the ball in his spot. He's going to go back to his flick. Joreuz has played great defense on it, though, so far. He's on the side wall, trying to cover everything Mawkzy can do. What a play from Joreuz. Insane defense to be able to save that one away, but it's not over for him yet. Mawkzy, another shot sent wide. This time, Joreuz able to pick up the corner boost. Mawkzy, don't do that. You can't put it into Joreuz's favorite spot. He doesn't execute this time, but Mawkzy should count himself lucky. Joreuz, will he have one more dribble to end the game? He will. Can he secure it before overtime? The flip reset. Mawkzy can't keep it out. Joreuz tying up the series. A 7-6 game win. Mawkzy had all the boost in the world to make the save if he had done it correctly, but that is not an easy thing to do against the man who's perfect in the air. 2-2 as we head to game 5. Game number 5. These guys playing about as even of a series as you could ever hope for. Is Joreuz going to be able to pull out the win that everybody would have expected for him? Or is it time for the new guard to make a name for themselves? Mawkzy certainly capable of doing that. Low 50, not going to be able to stick with this play. Doesn't have the boost to do so. So now he's playing on pads as Joreuz goes the other way. He has got a great flick of his own, but he misses it wide. Mawkzy wins out the 100. He's probably just going to try and speed it, and why not? Joreuz is going to have a really tough time getting back in front of the net. Joreuz has loved his wave dash kickoff. It worked for him really, really well at the start of the last game. It's been a little bit more even as time has gone on. Joreuz, really strong first touch in the air. I thought he was either going to go for a full power shot or let it come to the ground. Instead, he just took probably way too strong of a touch. Let Mawkzy affect the play more than he needed to. Mawkzy, his dribble, pre-jumped by Joreuz. Joreuz has done such a good job on defense. You know, Joreuz's offense is so crazy. Sometimes you forget just how good of a job he does at keeping the other player from scoring. This time, his air dribble too high. Whenever you have an air dribble arcing all the way to that top post, there's not a lot you can do to slow it down. You usually need to be able to threaten it kind of around the center of the net so that your flip can take it high if you want to, or you can drop it low. It becomes a little bit easier to read if it's too high. Mawkzy getting flicked on. Joreuz is going to tie the game. Prime time. Thank you for the prime, by the way. Mawkzy, possession off the kickoff. His flick is so good, he'll finally make it past. I mean, credit to Joreuz that Mawkzy hasn't been able to pick him apart with this flick like he's done everybody else in the ones game. Just perfectly placed. 100 km per hour. General Goulash, thank you for the prime as well. Mawkzy taking the ball down on his car with zero boost. Gonna have a hard time finding a worthy flick. Tried to generate power off the wave dash. Joreuz, a very greedy shot. He's gonna give himself a no problem, but isn't a no problem. Mawkzy is gonna get an easy goal. Really, really tough angle Joreuz went for, and all in play. That's always been his game. Usually through the aerial plays, he'll go all in and accept the fact that counters will come. But apparently, he's willing to take risks on the ground as well. Huge wave dash away from the net. Mawkzy, yeah, he's going to be able to flick. It's super important as a defender to never leave the window so open that it makes, you know, the decision for the offender very obvious. You can see Joreuz trying to wave dash to pick up pads and was committed to that plan, but maybe if he had kept ball cam on, would have realized he was not going to be able to get away with that. Mawkzy can't keep it out of his net. Was this a wave dash kickoff from Joreuz? We are not going to go back enough time to see. Mawkzy, is he going to try and race or is he going to try and demo? He will race and he will win. We've seen all series long Joreuz mulling over the decision on whether or not he can dive and steal Mawkzy's boost. This is the reason why. That is what he's trying to prevent from happening. Mawkzy gonna get a lot of space. Joreuz retreating out to midfield. These two dancing with each other. Mawkzy in a full-on dance as he power slides around and backflips. Just barely able to recover and get the save. Joreuz from the corner. Chip it on top of his car. He's just going to go for a bump, and he pops it above. He pulls off the bump and instead gets a bit of a pogo to bounce it over Mawkzy. Look at this slow play. Oh my gosh, that pogo is insane. That was a perfect pogo. Oh, you love it. 2 minutes to go once again. Joreuz has consistently, completely faked that kickoff. Mawkzy this time will take it back to his corner. Honestly, that might be the most reliable way that he's handled the complete fake. especially when he has the lead and he doesn't feel like he needs a quick shot. Joreuz dying. Mawkzy's got time. Doesn't need to force it back, but he wants to. Quickly cutting it infield. Wants a respawning Joreuz to have to play quick defense. Joreuz saving the flick. Seems to have the save more often than not. Mawkzy, quick turn. He wants to get the shot as fast as possible. He'll demo Joreuz in the process. He needs a nice Doomsday, but certainly a player of Mawkzy's caliber will have no trouble getting that shot. 6-3. A minute and 19 left to go. If Mawkzy can hold his lead, putting himself on the doorstep. These guys once again hugging at midfield with those wave dash kickoffs. Joreuz taking to the skies, not the best of first touches, so he'll let it come to the ground. He delays the flick until the final moment. The air roll shot only after Mawkzy has finally decided to commit. He says, all right, I'll jump. The shot's obviously not coming. He thought wrong. Joreuz, is he going to try and sneak the quick shot? He will, but Mawkzy will be able to control it. Might have been better off just controlling possession at midfield. Now Mawkzy the other way. These flicks, normally lethal, have not been against Joreuz. Oh, Joreuz, wow. Super greedy attempt. He realized it just at the right time as he backflips out of the play. Mawkzy will let it drop slow. Joreuz is going to have a little bit of open field. Mawkzy, this is a very crucial moment in this game right now. If he can maintain possession, he's likely going to secure the game. He doesn't let Joreuz take control. He takes it back the other way. He gets it above, and he gets a 7th. Game number 5, very likely going in favor of the Frenchman. Great play at a crucial moment. You could see Joreuz knew he had low boost, was waiting for the mistake for him to take it the whole field, but instead, Mawkzy able to keep control and eventually create a goal out of it. 3 seconds left to go. I'm not sure it matters, and Joreuz agrees. He's going to roll it to his corner. So Mawkzy giving himself 2 opportunities. The only thing is Luis P also gave himself 2 opportunities, and it wasn't enough. Can Joreuz do it again, or will Mawkzy be your EU champion? Games 6 and 7 will decide. Joreuz back in the Octane, and not the Dignitas Octane. His first time using a non-Dignitas decal, and it will be in Game 6. Joreuz, ceiling reset, shot is down, and he makes it there in time. The angle actually seemed really tough. It felt like Mawkzy maybe could have gotten the save, but he's playing with absolutely no boost at all. I think a little bit more, and Mawkzy did have the right idea. He set himself up to the perfect spot, but Joreuz just outpacing somebody with 0. Joreuz bumped off the ball. Mawkzy not going to go for his early flick. Instead, rolling the ball, using his opportunity to take the 100. Isn't able to hold on to offense for long, though. Joreuz down the other side of the field. Now he's got a retreating Joreuz. This is the time when his flick is perfect. Joreuz has been able to get the saves whenever he's been able to set up clean, get the boost he needs. But when he's recovering late on pads, Mawkzy can punish. Mawkzy trying to decide where he's going to go with this kickoff. Wants to make sure he doesn't just bring it to Joreuz. Tap off the back wall. Joreuz covering it. Can he turn it into offense, though? A take down the corner, cut in field. Mawkzy, not a hard save to make. Not a big window for Joreuz to shoot into. Mawkzy the other way. His flick saved completely on the goal line. Very risky save for Joreuz, but certainly worth it. He wanted his possession, and he wanted it now. He wanted to roll a dribble straight towards Mawkzy and not have it get saved into the corner. This is the reason why Mawkzy so tough to save those hook shots. Joreuz placing it well. Complete disregard of the kickoff again. Snipe at the bottom right corner, and it's in. A bookended fake kickoffs. Joreuz has not gone to this kickoff all series long. Mawkzy, the very first time, was able to snipe one. and finally got one again. Those have otherwise been Joreuz completely in control of those. I don't even expect to see Joreuz stopping doing that, even though Mawkzy scored there. I think it's gone in favor of Joreuz more often than not. Mawkzy a demo. This time, Joreuz's desire to stay in the play, regardless of whether or not he has boost, going to get him scored on. Quick kickoff, nice pre-flip by Mawkzy. That only keeps him alive for a moment. Joreuz grabbing both back corners. Mawkzy playing off what looks like only one pad. Joreuz is normally so good at punishing low boost defenders, but this time he launches it to the moon. Mawkzy not taking an opportunity to score a quick counterattack that he might have been able to. What a great pre-flip. Joreuz didn't get the power he needed. Mawkzy, not only does he get the save, but he's back in possession. He has not liked the low boost plays. He's been playing them very safe. And why not? Roll it at Joreuz, pick up the corner, see what you can do from there. The problem is he hasn't been able to do much from there. Joreuz handles those situations so well, and he doesn't have a lick of boost on the field, but he still gets the bump. 3-3. Joreuz gonna be able to pick up this corner boost. Mawkzy has enough pads that he feels he can stay in the play. Just enough boost to get this clear. He is lucky that he landed on the top of Mawkzy's car instead of in front. If he had landed in front, Joreuz would have just taken him off the map and taken it in for an easy goal. Mawkzy turning and cutting, killing Joreuz. I don't think there's a way he can spawn and save this one. 4-3. The edge for Mawkzy. Can he finish it out without even going to a game 7? Joreuz a quick jump, using 15 boosts just to get the kind of bounce he wanted. Didn't really get anything out of it at all. Mawkzy got a nice challenge to stop him before the shot even came. Wait, you just like 50'd that through Mawkzy. Didn't even seem like he was necessarily in a shooting position here. Mawkzy pulling off that aerial, and he didn't even know. Yeah, he just expected to be able to clear it away. Joreuz too quick. Mawkzy to the back corner. Cannot stay in control. Joreuz, if he finds a way to score this, nobody will be surprised, but he can't. Mawkzy, chip in field. He got it over Joreuz. Joreuz throwing himself the woo. I think this is what he was expecting. It's not like he didn't know that's where Mawkzy was going to go with it. He just had faith in himself to get up and intercept it. Wave dash kickoff in favor of Mawkzy. Joreuz not even going to move. Thinking about heading back to his net, and a little bit of weird camera movement. He had ball cam off or something. Didn't even recognize, but 6-4. Mawkzy in the driver's seat, trying to finish off a series against Joreuz, earn himself the #1 seed. If Mawkzy was able to do that, that would mean Joreuz and KV1, the EU and SAM side of the bracket, will be played. The 1s and 2 seeds, depend on who won the game, who won the series for their final. So these two playing to not have to go up against KV1 first, something that I'm sure both of them would be very happy to do. Joreuz, a flick and a 5th. Has more ground to make up though. A minute and some change to tie it up or take the lead. Joreuz to his own back corner. Mawkzy says, I'm going to make you pick either possession or boost, or at least he tried to as he tried to cup it back to his half. But Joreuz too quick on the recovery. Can't get the touch in the corner. He needs to get to this ball to prevent the quick shot from Mawkzy, and he saves it off the crossbar. Now he'll have a possession with field, but no boost. Interesting flick. He's just going to toss it to the corner. He wants to grab the 100 there and play from there. Mawkzy with nothing. Deep on the goal line. Joreuz always very calculating with his saves. He's never just saving the ball. He's trying to set himself up for the counterattack. Mawkzy's going to need a good spawn. He doesn't get it. Joreuz, 6-6 with 30 seconds left to go. Joreuz needs this win to force Game 7. Mawkzy trying to take it away before Joreuz has another chance. Mawkzy with space. He's going to let the ball fall to his car. No bounce. Air dribble for him. Low dribble 50. Great defense from Joreuz. He's been doing that all day. Managing to cover every option and not let himself get snuck underneath by pre-jumping too high. Joreuz taking Mawkzy off the map. He should be able to catch this and carry it in. Mawkzy, that's not the spawn he needed. The flick. Joreuz doesn't even need overtime. We are headed to Game 7 in this EU main event final. $500 on the line. One game to decide it all. Oh, chat. What a match. Exactly to script, of course. We wouldn't have it any other way. Mawkzy is just old enough, yes. He turned 15 recently. He also potentially switching cars. Still in the Octane, though, or still in the Fennec. Game 7. Joreuz versus Mawkzy. Joreuz with the switch back to the Octane in the crucial moment. It seems to have paid off as he scores on 0 seconds to force Game 7. Momentum only slightly in Joreuz's favor. That was a really close game. That's the Mawkzy flick we're talking about. Mawkzy can bang him on occasion. Joreuz has actually had a really good flick today as well. But oh my god, it doesn't get better than that. You cannot hope for a better flick. Perfect power, perfect placement. Not even Joreuz, who's been playing great defense all day, is going to be able to save that. Mawkzy, soft save off the top of his net to make sure he can get the clear. He's bought himself time to pick up boost, but he doesn't use it. Instead, he stays on offense. He almost caught Joreuz in a mistake. But Joreuz frequently looks like he's flipping awkwardly around the field, but always seems to have a plan. His recoveries are great. His flick will tie up the scoreline right away. Mawkzy, the shadow defense, letting Joreuz get to his spot. Both these guys preferring the wave dash kickoff on what feels like the majority of kickoffs. Mawkzy, I think a missed touch in the corner. I feel like he was trying to take it out to midfield, but I tell you what, this happens so often in ones. You make a mistake, and the other player feels like they have an opportunity to strike. The problem, these top-level guys are so good at instantly coming up with another plan, recovering, and getting the outplay if you aren't quick enough. Mawkzy 2-1. Just a quick play to keep the ball high. Joreuz hoping to turn and challenge. Mawkzy taking it off the volley of his pass, keeping it out of range. 3-1. Mawkzy has seemingly taken an early lead in all the past few games. Joreuz worked it back in the last one, but how much of a deficit can he work back? Close one, he tells himself. I'm sure he just genuinely thinks that was a nice close one. Mawkzy gonna get the first possession off this kickoff. First touch is left to right to get Joreuz having to play a tough shadow D. Mawkzy would have scored if he could have found the corner of the net, but instead he shoots wide. Joreuz not going to be able to stay alive unless he lands perfectly. And we saw him landing away from the play. Another demo. This time, Mawkzy should be able to tap it in with ease. 5-1. Joreuz, he loves to create a hill for himself to climb. He's done it all day long. But at some point, he's not going to be able to get away with it. Mawkzy, a situation where Joreuz likely would take a wall to air dribble. That's not Mawkzy's game. Instead, cutting it in field. His dribble, though, doesn't seem to give him much success. Joreuz is going to take that midfield boost to secure his setup, and Mawkzy did what you can never do against Joreuz, which is launch that ball up and assist him in an aerial. This time, though, Mawkzy gets the save. Aggressive challenge, the 51, but it will cost him his life. Joreuz, you feel like he needs to score on this attempt. He needs some offense in this game. He doesn't have forever, and he doesn't find anything. Instead, oh wait, Mawkzy just missed an open net. That should be a 6-1 lead for Mawkzy. So I tell you what, Joreuz gifted back into this as Mawkzy, okay, he does score eventually though. 6-1, very unlike Joreuz. He had a full open field, could do whatever he wants. Normally an absolutely lethal player on offense. Instead, his air dribble just very easily saved. Joreuz aggressive, 14 boost. We've seen him here off kickoff a lot. Forces Mawkzy to jump over him, which buys him some time. Early challenge, Mawkzy turning awkwardly. That should just be an open net. And here we go. This needs to be the start for Joreuz. Mawkzy cannot afford to leave the window open, and he did there by turning upfield, not recognizing the trouble he was in. Mawkzy thinking about the quick turn. Joreuz covers it though. Huge swing wide. Mawkzy to slow it down. A slow game would certainly benefit him. Joreuz able to find the angle. We've seen him reset on these multiple times. Mawkzy not going to let him reset for free though. Trying to put on as much pressure as he possibly can. Joreuz in the air once again. He'll need to be scoring these to finish off this game, and there it is. That's the Joreuz we're used to. Great reaction. Mawkzy comes up to challenge. He pulls off the ball, gets the wheels first, and forces it down to the ground for a third. Mawkzy picking up this midfield boost. Joreuz making it look like he was going to steal the corner, but ultimately just turning in. Mawkzy chipped to himself. Can he get these flicks past Joreuz? No. Not when Joreuz has boost and has time to set up. He doesn't need goals right now, though. He just needs to hold on to possession, which he's had for a while. I won't be surprised if he cuts it midfield. That was interesting. He cut it to the side wall. Try and waste some time. Joreuz knew it, so he instantly pre-flipped out. And that was the correct way to cover it, to make sure Mawkzy just didn't continue to waste a bunch of time. 50 seconds left to go. Joreuz gonna need some magic here if he wants to take it in game 7. Mawkzy, his dribble 50. Taken away. Joreuz needs the double. That is a layup for Joreuz, though. 36 seconds. He did it against Luis P. He did it against Luis P. Can he do it again against Mawkzy? How will Mawkzy handle the kickoffs in these final moments? Will he change up at all? Or will he trust in what he's stuck with all game long? Looks like he will. His wave dash doesn't work. Does he regret not switching up the kickoff? Maybe. Joreuz is certainly glad that he's stuck with the regular wave dash kickoff that has frequently gone in his favor. 30 seconds left to go. Mawkzy, what will he do? Joreuz, is he going to fake this kickoff at all? No, a diagonal kickoff that Joreuz actually goes to. Maybe trying to surprise Mawkzy a bit. He's got an air dribble. The flip reset. Mawkzy's up. The 50. The tie game. Of course. Why did we for a moment pretend like Joreuz was not going to bring it back? He is lethal in the air, and he gets Mawkzy to jump early again. The low 50. 21 seconds on the clock. What kickoff will these guys go to when everything's on the line? Another wave dash kickoff. Joreuz gets the first touch. He'll grab the midfield boost, but Mawkzy will likely be the first possession. Strong touch away. Joreuz will take it to his corner. Most likely, only one more shot attempt left in this game. It seems like it's going to be Joreuz. He might have a long shot here. Can Mawkzy get back? I don't think so. He's yelling no in the chat. He's yelling no. He knows it's over. He doesn't have boost. He's throwing quick chats out. Don't do it to me. Joreuz. The man can't lose. He doesn't even need overtime. What were we thinking? He was just toying with us. Mawkzy, what a performance. Another perfect performance, basically, from a Joreuz opponent, but somehow Joreuz finds a way. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Why? I don't understand how he does it. How does he always do it? He can't keep getting away with it.